Hey y'all, Stormy here. So today we're going to go over a video that I found through my former upline. So you can imagine this is probably going to be pretty good. So let's just get right into it.
I really wanted to jump on here really quickly and make a video talking to you a little bit more about what it is I do and how I help other people do the exact same thing. So I'm an independent consultant with Arbonne, and you're probably thinking, what is that? But I like to explain it very similar to a franchise. So I own my own business underneath the umbrella of Arbonne, so inside of Arbonne. And what this means is that I love the flexibility that it gives me to be able to work for myself and have my own business, but lower risk compared to a traditional business in the sense that it is already established. The company has been around for 40 years. The products are already established. They are toxin-free, cruelty-free, and vegan. We have lots of other certifications that you can also check out on the website. And we have over 500 products, including hair care, skincare, makeup, nutrition, essential oils, baby care, and even men's skincare. We even have personal care products like toothpaste, deodorant, you name it. If you have skin and hair, we've got you covered. So how this business works is when you get started, you pay a welcome kit cost of $65 in Australia and $49 in the US. And what this gets you is all the information about the business. It also gives you your own personal website. It will be your name.arbonne.com that you will use and help people switch out their products. And
Okay, I'm going to stop you right here. So I'm going to share what this business is and how I do it, and then just go straight into the typical, oh yeah, I love how I can be my own boss and I can make my own money and all of this and that and the other. And all you have to do is buy a starter pack. You know, girlfriend, that's not the truth. All you have to offer are the same gimmicks that every single other person says. You never give an actual real business idea, a business, like a process on how you got where you are, what you do, because you know what you did is wrong and people aren't going to want to do it because it's gimmicky and it's gross and it's slimy and you don't want to be honest about what you did to get where you are. So instead, you decide to just throw out all of the, catchwords like financial freedom or owning your own business or all of those other things. And it just doesn't do it for us anymore.
Where they can purchase products from, and you will also get mentoring and help along the way as well. So when you get your own personal website, what happens is people make orders on your own website that you'll get, and you share the products with them, share how amazing they are, your recommendations, your opinions, and then when products are sold through that website, Arbonne pack it up and ship it off and send it directly to the customer, and they direct deposit you the commissions from that order placed. So how I got into Arbonne is I've actually been using the products for a bit over 7 years now. I fell in love with the products actually through the makeup. It was the first makeup my mom ever gave me. She was in love with the makeup and I quickly fell in love with it too. I have very, very sensitive skin, and things like parabens, fragrances, animal products, anything like that, toxic chemicals in.
Here's what I have to say about this. The thing is you can go to Target or you can go to Sephora, Ulta if you prefer places like that, and you can find these same products in those places as well. And they're going to be higher quality than the products in Arbonne because yes, I have used them. And I've used products from Sephora, Ulta, Target, Walmart, Walgreens, CVS. They are decent, but they are not any better than what you're going to find in those stores for cheaper or even maybe the same price, but you're not contributing to businesses like this. And they make it out to be like, oh, well, they don't have parabens, they don't have sulfates, they don't have this or that and the other. But in all reality, you can go anywhere and find those same products there.
Cosmetic products usually tend to irritate my skin. So I was on a mission to find products that were toxin-free, cruelty-free, vegan, all of what Arbonne products are. And my mom recommended these products and I fell in love. So I've been using the makeup ever since. And you know what? I just thought to myself, I'm already using these products. I'm already recommending them because I'm in love with them so much. They do so well for my skin. They're so beneficial for me. And I wanted to educate people more on healthy, clean makeup. And that's exactly what I thought. I actually started with my best friend. We had both been using the products since we can remember. And we thought, you know what? Why don't we start a business out of it? What I quickly found out is that there's so many people like me, so many people looking for products that are clean, better for you, better for the environment, and even saving the animals. And I quickly realized that and thought, wow, I can share my love for these products even more than what I thought. So what I love about this is that they are consumable products. Like I mentioned, somebody purchases them once, falls in love, and they continue to buy them over and over again, meaning that I'm able to earn that commission over and over again as they repurchase. So the reason why I decided to start my own Arbonne business, and what was so intriguing about it to me, was that I loved the idea of working for myself. I had just graduated my degree in business majoring and accounting. I had traveled Europe for a couple of months, and I came back and I realized that I loved traveling, and I loved the idea of working for myself and not working for somebody else. I wanted to be able to grow my own, have my own dreams and aspirations and grow my own business, and that's exactly what I wanted to do. But I did not have the resources to do it. I had no idea where to start, and that's where Arbonne was like the answer. I loved the idea of spending lots of time with my family and friends, having that flexibility to have control over my life and work whenever I wanted, and I loved that. And
Okay, so that is an argument I hear a lot. But the matter of fact is, you can start your own business pretty easily and at a low cost. I actually own my own business called Cadence and Co. And I was able to start, I spent $200 on products. I did research on how to create the products that I wanted to sell, and I went for it. And I still work whenever I want. And the fact that people think that multi level marketing scams are the way to go because they don't know where to start. It's a complete fallacy that they try to make it out to be like we are incapable of starting our own businesses by ourselves without somebody else's help. And that really takes away from our ability as humans and our capability to be real entrepreneurs and real business people, business women. Isn't this about empowering women? Isn't that the whole goal here? Yet you're put down for the idea that you can start your own business, and they're made out to be like, they make it out to be like that we can't do it without Arbonne's help, without their help. And in all reality, we do better on our own.
Arbonne kind of answered all that for me. I also have an extremely close relationship with my mum from my passing, the passing of my father at the age of 12. So that was something super important to me. And I knew that
Okay, I have actually a huge problem with that. I actually also lost my father when I was very young, and it was just me and my mom, and for the longest time. And I've worked 9 to 5 jobs. I do work a small part time job as well. And the fact that she thinks that that takes away from your family is incredibly insulting to the people who are close to their family, which is a lot of people, or the people who have lost family members and they still work. Like, that does not take away from your family time. That doesn't take away from the people that you still have in your life. And trying to use loss and struggle to guilt people into joining your MLM business is pretty gross, I have to say. It's honestly sad to insinuate that working a 9 to 5 job is actually taking away from your family and using your loss and your struggle to rope people into something that's just going to take their money and take their time and take their resources that they might already be lacking.
to 5 job was just going to take that away from me. And Arbonne was perfect because I wanted to be able to create that flexibility. I wanted to stay at home. I wanted to be there for her, and I wanted to give back to her as much as I could. I also loved the idea that there was no.
I hear that one a lot too. That is also not necessarily true. We all know that there are people, 99% of people either make no money or lose money. If you watch an MLM video, you already know this. So, you mean to tell me that none of those people are spending hours and hours every week trying to cold message people or even just trying to rope their own family and friends into selling products? And you're saying that it's completely efforts based? That is absolutely not true. It is luck and being a really good salesperson. People think, "Oh, well, I'm not a salesy person." She says this later on that, "Oh, well, I'm not a salesperson. If this was a sales-based position, then I wouldn't be here." That is not true. You have to sell. You are either selling a product, which really very barely gets touched on in this video, or you have to sell the lifestyle, which is what she is doing. You are being a salesperson by selling a lifestyle that nobody except 1% is ever going to even close to obtain.
Glass ceiling on Arbonne. Whatever effort you put into and whatever you put into the business, you get back. And Arbonne will never stop paying you for your efforts in this business. And that's what I loved. I could create whatever I wanted from it and have that flexibility within growing my business and not be capped on what I was doing. So saying that, of course, my goal in this business was to replace my full-time income with it, but I want to stress to you guys that you can make whatever you want out of this. If you want to make it part-time alongside your full-time job, if you want to make it a side hustle, if you just want something a little bit extra to do, whatever you want to create from this, you can. And that's the amazing part about it. It's designed to do alongside part-time your full-time thing, and do alongside whatever you're doing, whether that be being a full-time mum, whatever it is, you can do it alongside of that, which means that you don't need a whole heap of time. You can fit this into your day wherever you have spare time, and you are supported and helped along the whole way as well. So that's what I love about this business compared to any other traditional business that you would want to start. It would take up a lot of time.
Two more things. So, you actually are having to put so much more time into these MLM businesses than they make it out to be like at the beginning. So they may say, oh, maybe just throw in 30 minutes, 60 minminutes every day when you get home from work or after your kids go to nap or bed, and, put it in where you can. And that is absolutely not the case. They say that before you join. And then once you are in the MLM, they encourage you to get on hour and a half long Zoom calls multiple times a week to read all their books. Oh, you're not reading the books? Well, you need to read the books. What are you doing? You're not going to be successful unless you do all of these things. And all of these things are taking up hours upon hours every single week. So it is not family friendly at all because you are encouraged to have your face in your phone all the time. And that is not conducive to a healthy relationship with your children if you are a stay home mom, which is what I do, work from home, call it what you will. And if you are working or going to school, which is what I was doing at the time, you do not have time to do the things that they ask you to do once you get into the business. It is like when you join a new phone company and they say, oh, yeah, you have this or that discount, which is great. Okay. Well, they say, oh, well, actually, if you want that discount, now that you signed up, you are going to have to sign up for this subscription, that subscription. You're going to have to pay this fee, then you can have the discount. That's exactly the same tactics that they use when they sign you up for these businesses. And again, very backhanded, very under the table kind of behavior. Second of all, when you start your own business, and this is how a real business gets started, it takes time. The reason why it does not take that much time and effort in the beginning of setting up your business with Arbonne or any other MLM business is because you are not setting up a business. You are signing up to sell somebody else's product, and that is it. So when you set up your own business, it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of effort. It takes talent. It takes learning and being an open book of new things all the time that you can do to help your business grow and flourish. And if you really are starting your own business, that is an absolute necessity. You're going to have to put in the time and the effort and the work. And it's just not the same thing. And that is why if you actually own your own business and you run your own business, you're going to know that having an MLM business is not the same thing. There's a reason why it is so easy to start up, and that is because it's not a real business. You are a distributor, not a business owner. That's why it's so quick and easy.
whereas this gives you those resources to be able to do that alongside what you're already doing. I also love that it doesn't matter who you are. You can start this business, doesn't matter who you are, what you're currently doing, you can start an Arbonne business. And I absolutely love that. I love that it doesn't matter what age you are, except 18 and above. And it doesn't matter if you have any qualifications. If you don't, if you know nothing about business, you're going to be helped just as much as someone that knows about business, which I love. And I love that I'm able to give my knowledge on what I know from having my own Arbonne business and my
That's a point of contention for me, because when I started Arbonne, I was told the same exact thing, that they will help you grow your business, that they will help you learn and learn marketing, learn how to sell the products, which is very hypocritical because they always they say the products sell themselves, which is obviously not true. Their version of help is saying, oh, well, just post pictures of yourself using the products on Instagram or whatever else they may come up with. There's no real training, there's no real genuine education, and it comes from a source. I know she said she has like a marketing degree. Generally, it comes from a source of passed down information, if that makes sense. So, what they are telling you is just what their upline told them when they joined, which is the same jargon. Oh, the products sell themselves. Oh, ask this person, make your 100 person contact list of people you're going to contact to join the company, and on and on. It was stuff like that that was very, I felt inappropriate and very uncalled for in a lot of ways. There's no reason you need to be contacting hundreds of people and saving their contact information and telling each other. Oh, they would say, no doesn't mean no, it just means not right now. And is that not just a completely inappropriate statement to make? That's their version of training. I just have to throw that out there.
So, as independent consultants, our responsibility is to help other people grow a business too. And why I love this is because in my life, I always wanted to help people and I didn't know how to do it. But I love about this is I feel so fulfilled with showing people how they can switch out their everyday products to ones that are clean, good for them, safe, and really beneficial. But not only that, is help them start a business from it as well. And I'm able to show them what I know and what I've learned from having my own and teach them how they can do it too. So I teach you how to talk to people, how to recommend the products, how to market yourself, which is so fun. And we get to work together, which is really cool. So when I help somebody with their business and they generate a sale through their website, I actually also earn commission off that. So pretty much it's a way of Arbonne saying thank you so much for helping them. Thank you so much for holding them by the hand, showing them what to do and introducing them to this business. And that's it. So we not only...
So that is actually a great thing that she brought up, because we know that the only way to make money in an MLM is by recruitment and by your commission off of other people's sales. The commission you make off of your own sales in Arbonne and most other MLMs as well is through the people you've signed up as consultants underneath you. That's why most of their marketing goes towards recruitment and not necessarily selling products, which is what makes it a pyramid scheme. But I was actually told when I first joined Arbonne that you will not make money by selling products yourselves. My upline specifically told me the only way to make money is by recruitment and making money off of multiple people's commission. So, to put it in a very simple way, you're going to make more commission off of 15 people below you than you ever will on yourself. That's why the goal is to recruit as many people as possible. That's why oversaturation is not a concern for them. That is why they are so quick to go towards recruitment rather than selling products. I own an online boutique for some fun bath and body products, and I also run my own photography business. Now, my goal for those two things is to sell my product, whether that's photos, whether that's like bath bombs, you name it. That's my goal because that's how I make my money. Now, my goal is not going to be, oh yeah, like all the photographers, let's all be photographers, okay? And I'll teach you how because I've been doing it for 2 years. No, no, because that oversaturates my market. And I don't want everyone else doing the same thing as I'm doing. I want to be over here with my business doing my thing the best way that I can do it and bring in my customer base that way, not by recruiting as many people as I possibly can to do the same thing as me. That's why it's not a real business practice. It's not a sound business practice, and it's not an ethical business practice because that's just not the way a natural business is run.
Earn commission from the sales that run through our personal website, but also by helping other people too, and the sales that run through their business as well. We do not get paid for signups. We only earn commission off the sales that run through the business. Honestly, this business is super simple, but it's not easy. You're probably thinking, what's the catch? This seems super simple. All I have to do to get started is purchase my welcome kit and switch out my everyday products to ones that are clean and great for the environment. We also, as consultants, get these products at a 35 to 50% discount, which is incredible. And you're probably thinking, what is the catch?
One thing to note with that, just real quick, their products are so overpriced of what their worth is that they can afford to do those discounts for distributors to get more sales. It's a pretty common business practice. They do it around the holidays too. For Black Friday, they will hike up prices and then drop them, so they actually make more of a profit than you think that they do. So the discounts are not as valid as they're made out to be.
What do I have to lose? And that's it. That's exactly what I thought when I started my business, was what have I got to lose? I absolutely love these products and I want to share them with other people, but the catch is hard work. It does take work to start your own business and to grow your own business. You do have to put in the work. It's extremely effort based, but that's also what I love about it. I love that you're not sitting next to somebody at a desk in a 9-to-5 job and earning the exact same amount of them but working 10 times harder. You are able to earn an income based off how much you work your business, and you can make this whatever you want. So not only is it super simple and we help you so much, but you can determine that for yourself, and the growth that you do in your business, how quickly, how slow you take it, it's completely up to you. So just to end off, a little rundown on what it is we do is we recommend the products to people and we also share the business opportunity with them, and that's it. All the nitty gritty stuff is pretty much different ways that we can do this, which again, you get so much help in this business. It's crazy. I absolutely love it, and I love that everyone is just a massive community and that we all want to just uplift each other. And it's something that I wasn't used to coming into this. I was, in an environment where people were constantly putting me down, and I always just was too scared to say anything, share my opinion. I would never make eye contact talking to people. I was a very shy person, and this brought me out of my shell. It made me realize that I matter, I'm worthy, and I can do whatever I set my mind to. And that's exactly what I've achieved in this business. And not only that, and the personal growth that I had through this business, but I've made so many friends, and I've lifelong friends that we're all so like-minded and just want the best for each other, which is so amazing to see. And lastly, you do not need to be a salesperson to do this business. I'm so thankful for that. If you did need to be, I wouldn't be doing this business. I love that I can just genuinely share products with the people around me, the people that I love, and the people through my social media. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you do have any questions, feel free to message me, or you can message the person that sent you this video. But I hope you are having a wonderful day, and I'll speak to you soon.
Okay, so in the end, there was one of the worst gimmicks that come with MLMs, and that is baiting people based on a community of women empowering women. And yes, there are men, but majority are women. Now, this, psychologically speaking, is very manipulative and damaging because they are preying on people who, like she described, may not have a lot of friends, may be in environments where they feel like they can't be themselves or come out of their shell, and really just prey upon that mindset and that mentality. And the people who are maybe where they can't necessarily get out and put themselves out there, like those of us who are, work from home already or stay home with their kids, or military spouses who have to move around a lot. And that is the biggest problem, in my opinion, in MLMs, is them targeting women in need of fulfilling a piece of themselves and then trying to use that against them. And it is one of the saddest, most depraved kind of things I've ever seen. Because I have to say, I was in Arbonne for 4 or 5 months, but even when I was in the group, I never found that. Everything I came across was very, very fake. It was the same thing for each consultant was told the same thing, was told the same gimmicks, the same messages were sent to each other in hordes. They would send it in Voxer to all the same, 2,000 people at a time. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. And I say this because I want people to understand that what they put on the surface is not actually what happens on the inside. And I think it's really important to understand, as I always say, it's really important to understand what it is before you get into it. And I want to note what she said towards the end, and all the nitty gritty is just, oh, how we do this or that. The nitty gritty is what the actual reality is. You scratch a surface of fakeness, and from then on out, it's just trash, complete trash. And that's all there is to it. It's just trash. And I would have to say what it reminds me of is, in school and even gosh, in college. I just got out of college. You have those groups like sororities. I was in a sorority for a short time, and it was oh so welcoming, the parties and the friendship and the immediate acceptance of other people. It's not real. The real people you find is when you go out there in the world and you meet people who maybe enjoy the same hobbies as you or read the same books as you. Not everyone who has the same mind as you, the same thoughts as a whole. That's not healthy. That's not healthy psychologically for your psyche. That is not healthy for your personal growth. And as soon as you decide that you don't want to think something the same way that they think it, where'd that friendship go? If something can be gone that quickly, it was never real to begin with. And their way of marketing, as I said before, it's just selling the lifestyle, selling the friendships, the community that is just not a healthy community. And that is coming from someone who does have experience on this subject, as someone with multiple degrees in the field of psychology. And it's just not healthy, not good for your brain, not good for your development. It's just not. So this is where I'm going to end the video. So in the works, I have something that's a little bit more educational, a little bit more of a deep dive into MLM tactics as a whole, and kind of how what they do may incorporate some manipulative strategies that abusers and narcissists, etc., kind of use in their issues. So thanks for watching. I hope you found some usefulness in some of this content, and come back and see me again soon.